Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Is spooky. I hope you're all dressed up. I hope you're all wearing your costumes. Oh, wait, I gotta put spooky vision on here 1 second. It's Halloween. We need. It's Halloween. We can't have Halloween without spooky vision. There we go. Put the overlay behind it just to make it a little bit easier for checks. We need spooky vision. It's Halloween. It is Halloween. I would play the This Is Halloween song, but I get copyright stricken and all hell and back, so we're not going to do that. How's everyone doing today? How is everyone? It's Halloween. Yes, for the Europeans who don't celebrate the totally manufactured holiday of buying candy and giving it to people so that you can... everyone just buy your own candy. Anyways, yeah, it's Halloween. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. And I can't get any further than that or I'll get sued. Let's make some room. Let's make some room. This room is a bit of a mess. I've been breaking my rule. I've been working on the printer, not on stream. And yeah, I broke my rule. I normally don't work on printers off stream, especially during a build. But I got a little carried away the other night, and I got a decent amount of stuff done, or at least not a decent amount of stuff. I got a bunch of stuff that is going to save us a bunch of time. Put it that way. So I got that done and out of the way. I built the new tool head, although we got to take it off. I got the new carriage made up. I've done a little bit of cable management. We still got to finish some stuff. We still have to mount the Big Tree Tech Pi2 and the breakout board. But I got mounts printed for that. I've got a screen mount printed. I've gone ahead and shortened a carriage that we're going to have to put on. Andrew Rogers, $10 for the bucket of candy fund. Cheers. So yeah, so that is going to be good because that's going to save us a bit of time. If whatever we don't finish today, we're going to carry on tomorrow. I really want this printer up and running. Have you ever decided to have a caffeine fast for a week? No, and I have no desire to. I like my coffee. I like my coffee. I like my coffee. Please tell me you guys get the spooky vision joke. Please tell me I'm not that much of a boomer. And please tell me you guys get the spooky vision. There's got to be some of you that get the spooky vision joke. Well, some of you get it. I'm okay. Do you guys see the new stuff? The Prusa. I kind of figured this would come up, so we'll get this out of the way. First off, hey, every stream we give away a spool of POLYMAKER filament. Link in the video description. Enter for your chance. We're going to be doing the draw for that at the end of stream. So enter now, and at the end of stream around 2 o'clock, we'll do the draw, do the giveaway. Somebody will win a spool of filament from POLYMAKER. And yes, we're going to be wiring up a printer today. However, elephant in the room, Prusa announced a new printer today. If you don't know what it is, let me pull it up here. Here's a picture of me with the printer. It's called the Prusa Core 1L. I went to Prague last week. If you were wondering where I was for Friday, why there was no Friday stream, I was in Czechia. I was in the Czech Republic. I was in Prague. Prusa flew me and a bunch of other content creators out for their Prusa Day event where they announced some stuff. Not everything. Formnext is still coming up. So they announced their Prusa Core 1L, which is a bigger Core 1. It's 300 millimeters cubed. 300 by 300 by 330. So they announced that. They announced a silicone, that's right, silicone tool head for the XL. A limited edition Core 1 with an oak frame, a 100-year-old oak wooden frame. And then open print tag system, new Prusa slicer, a bunch of stuff. Video is on the channel right now. It went live at 10 a.m. this morning. Check it out. Check it out. Open in a tab, leave it there, watch it after the stream. Did I bring one back home? Nope, but there's one on the way. They all shipped out for reviewers this week. There was one component in the supply chain that was holding it up, and they got that. So now they're shipping to reviewers. So we will have a chance to look at it. Hopefully we'll have it for about a week before people who purchase them publicly will get them. If you're a little hesitant, just know it's a Core 1 but bigger. Everything on it that makes it a printer is already proven tech. They just made it bigger. There's a bunch of other stuff. Obviously, there's a bigger bed. It's a cast aluminum tooling plate with machine pocketed magnets in it. It's got basically kind of a Nevermore system underneath. So it's got 2 fans under the bed that suck up cold air from the bottom of the printer and blow it across the bottom of the bed and circulate it so it gets a convection oven. So the printer hits 60 degrees like consistently, according to them. It's lighter. It's 10% bigger in terms of the size of the printer than regular Core 1. It's half a kilogram lighter than a regular Core 1 because they went to aluminum panels for the side panels. Like the actual frame, like the corner frames, like the box of the printer is still stamped steel, but the panels are now aluminum, which saves a bunch of weight. And you have technically, in terms of like square centimeters cubed, or centimeters cubed of print volume, you have double the print volume because 250 by 220 by 270 is half the volume of 300 by 300 by 330. So, and it comes with a camera. And it comes with a camera. So yeah. Yeah, the Core 1L is basically a Core 1 that's bigger with a couple more refinements. It can automatically open and close the vents now. Instead of using servos or some electronics, it just has a little finger on top of the tool head that just kind of opens and closes the vent based on G-code. But yeah, and I finally got the picture that all content creators that do 3D printing want. I have the picture of me in the Prusa print farm. I have the picture of me in the Prusa print farm. This is like, if you're a 3D printing content creator, it's like everyone needs this printer at some point, and I finally have it. And yeah. Unfortunately, that video that you saw is the only video coming out from my Prusa tour. Because they were doing stuff with the Core 1L and blah, 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 TLDR, we couldn't do it. I got a tour of Prusa, but there was enough that was like, oh, we can't go there right now because they're doing something for the new thing, and oh, we can't go there because they're doing something like it. We didn't film a tour video. I wanted to do a tour video, but unfortunately that is not in the card. That wasn't in the cards. But I got to meet the alpacas. I can't remember this guy's name, but he kept like honking at people. Look at him. Look at the alpacas. Look at the alpacas. They're so cute. They are so cute. Yeah, Prusa has alpacas. And then I also wandered around Prague for a couple hours one morning. Beautiful city. Prague's a beautiful city if you ever get the chance to go. But yeah, no, it was a cool event. It was a cool event. What for? Why not? If you could have alpacas, would you have alpacas? So yeah, so also, I'm just shamelessly put my shill hat on. Prusa's doing their Black Friday sale right now. So a bunch of their current offerings are on sale right now, discounts, bundles. I think the Mark IVS is the lowest price it's ever been right now, especially on a kit. So if you are interested in buying anything from Prusa, I do have a link in the video description. It is an affiliate link. If you want to help support the channel and get yourself a printer at the same time, check it out. They also have the Core 1L on sale now. I don't know what let me actually see what the lead time is on it right now. Let's see what the lead time is on the Core 1L. So right now, oh, by the way, Prusa has redone their pricing. These are like the all-in pricing, okay? So I believe this includes shipping as well. Yeah, includes duties already. So this is Prusa, because they've had complaints that are outside of their control. When somebody buys a printer, it's like, it is a $9.99 on your website. Why am I getting billed for $500 when it shows up? And all that's because your country decided to do a tariff war or something like that. So basically their pricing now is basically the shipping is extra. Okay, so this is taxes and duties then, I believe. So this is basically the all-in price. So essentially you shouldn't get surprised anymore. So when you see the price on the Prusa website, that's like the all-in price, except for shipping. But Black Friday apparently has free shipping worldwide on a Core 1. So Core 1 kit is $1,000 all in, basically. US. Or is this Canadian? Or this is US? This is US. But let's see here. So shipping starts November 7th. I got the shipping notification for mine yesterday, and it should be here early next week. So hopefully Tuesday's stream is a Prusa Core 1L unboxing stream. That'll be fun. Also, I didn't talk about it in the video, but this is pretty cool. They now offer what they call critical infrastructure printers, which is basically like a completely air-gapped printer that has no Wi-Fi module, no Ethernet port. It doesn't even have the hardware on the board to plug in Wi-Fi or Ethernet. And it comes with an encrypted USB key. So it's get a quote, but it's not, from my understanding, it's not that much of a price difference. It's more just like, we need to make these special. So they have that as well. So if you work in government or a business where you really don't want any chance of your company secrets or government secrets somehow getting gleaned by some cloud service run by another country, there you go. Am I getting the kit or built? From my understanding right now, the Core 1Ls will only be available as pre-assembled. Kits are... I never actually got a solid answer on kits because I forgot to ask. But the way it made it sound was like kits would be something down the line. The thing to think about now, okay, with a kit, this has a mains-powered bed. There are countries in the EU that don't allow you to faff about with mains power unless you're certified. So buying a kit where you have to wire up a mains bed, that might be something that might be a problem. And for those that are like, it's a company, they have to follow the rules. It is what it is. Can't just like, it's not like a Voron where it's like you can kind of just like YOLO it. This is a product sold by a company that's registered in the European Union. If something goes wrong, it falls back on them. So, yeah. And again, for those that are like, oh, what about the index and all that? Formnext is soon. Can't announce everything early. Okay, so I think that's enough faffing about with that. Core 1L is almost the same price as an XL, is it? So this is $18.19, and the XL one tool head is it's like $400 or $500 difference. But the Core 1 is also enclosed. The Core 1L is enclosed. This is not enclosed. Also, if you watch the keynote speech, Prusa talks about the XL. Something like, it's like 50% of people who order an XL order the 5 tool head. 35% of people buy a 2 tool head, and 15% of people buy a 1 tool head XL. But then once you add in post-purchased purchases, the vast majority of people end up upgrading from the 1 tool head to the 2 tool head, or the 2 tool head to 5 tool head. So it's like only like 10% of all Core 1s, or it's like 8 or 10% of all Core 1 or XLs are 1 tool head XLs. So not a lot of people are buying it just for a large single tool head printer. So, okay. Is that enough yapping? Is that enough yapping? Is there anything else before we move on? I want to get all the Prusa stuff out of the way so then we can go do head down work over there. It's like 10%. Okay, yeah. I should know. I was watching that presentation live. Also, the presentation, they did the whole like keynote thing. First time I've ever been invited to a product launch before. So I've never been to a product launch before. There was like Forbes was there. It was like, oh, I am way out of my, like, people with proper cameras were there, and I'm with my little DJI Osmo. But they had it in a planetarium, and it was really cool because it was like a full overhead thing, and they had the whole presentation played over it. So there were like parts where it's like we're in the Prusa, and you're like looking around at what's different and whatnot. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Did you? Yeah, in the I didn't talk about the open print tag stuff on this stream. but I did talk about it in my video. TLDR, they're trying to produce a standard for RFIDs for filament spools. Here, let me go grab it. I'll walk and talk. So the plan is to basically have a open standard for RFID filament tracking. And the cool thing is it is an open standard. So that means anyone can use it. You can use your phone to scan the RFID tag. And guess what? The RFID tags are programmable. So the actual RFID tags, you can reprogram them on your own. So if you buy a spool of Prusa that has the RFID tag in it and you print the whole spool, by the way, these spools now open, they unlock. I'm not gonna do it because this one's full. So the new spools, you can unlock them, open them up, reuse them. You could take the tag out. They are sticky, but you can peel them off. These are the tags. They're circular, right? So, and apparently you can read these like through a 2 kilogram spool of most filaments. Like, so if they're on this side and the reader's on this side, it can read through a 2 kilogram spool because this is a big RFID tag. You'll be able to buy these on their own and just kind of like, oh, okay. There you go, stuck it on, but this one already has one in it. So there's that. So you can reprogram them. You can program with the printer, you can program with your phone. You can completely not even bother with cloud. You can run it entirely locally. So the thing is, they need to get companies on board. Obviously, Prusa is gonna do it, and a few other companies announced support for it, but they need filament manufacturers. I believe some filament, there's a slide in the thing. Some filament manufacturers are interested in it because this is one of those rising tides raises all ships type of thing. And since it's an open standard, you can just like, you know, even if you have a printer that happens to be locked down and you have no control over it, you could still like put the spool on it, pull out your phone, scan it, and go, okay, I just printed 200 grams, and it'll take 200 grams off that spool. So, yeah. Have to see what the pricing is. Well, the pricing for the spools that you buy shouldn't change, I don't believe. I think it's like a couple bucks for a couple pack. I don't know what the pricing is, but you'll be able to buy like the stickers for like a couple bucks. You'll get a couple stickers, and they're reusable. So, will the printer talk back? So here's the thing: you could use it completely offline, but if you do use the cloud, you'll have more features, such as the ability for it to all communicate. So your printer, you know, right now they have to rework it because right now the NFC reader on a Prusa is on the back on the Core 1s. So obviously they're going to have to move some stuff around, and they didn't really show off much hardware aspect of it, as more of this is the basic concept and the spools and the tags themselves. In terms of readers, they didn't really show off much. Most of the modern Prusa printers have an NFC reader on it, but the problem is they're not near the spool holder. So they're gonna have to like either move it or figure something out or have an add-on board or something, or you just like take it off and you just tap it on the back and it will automatically update it. It is what it is. It's one of those things, you know, chicken before the egg type thing. So, but an NFC reader is not that expensive, so, and not that big of a thing. So like if you've ever taken apart an AMS, you know, it's just a PCB. So if it just involves sticking a PCB on the side of your printer right next to your spool holder, easy peasy. Or the spool holder is built into it, who knows? Or it's built into a spool holder, who knows? Prusa sell tags for 10 for $5 or something, but yeah, they're standard tags. Yeah, they're from my understanding, like the tag that they showed off. Where did I put it? Seriously, I lost it already. Oh, here it is. These tags are designed specifically for it because they're circular, so that you don't have to have the spool in a certain orientation. It should just read it anywhere, because it's literally just a circular RFID. But theoretically, I believe you can just use like any off-the-shelf RFID tag system for this. It's just, you know, the circular ones. I've been peeling this one on and off paper for a while. The circular ones are, you know, easier to read. I think I stuck it on the, yeah, I stuck it on the non-shiny side. That's why. There we go. So it's one of those things. It's one of those things that'll be really nice if a lot of people start thinking about it, adopting it. It'll be one of those things that'll be very useful down the line. Yeah, they're not locking the tags. They don't want that shit locked down. They want anyone to be able to use it. It's open source, right? Okay. I think that's enough yapping. I think we're gonna get to printer building now. Okay, so where were we at? Let's go over here. Or actually, let me get my tablet so I can actually see you guys while I'm streaming. Okay, so YouTube. Hello, welcome to the other side of the room. I'm trying to find my stream. Where is my stream? Me? Prusa. No, not the video. No. Now I gotta wait for the video to load. No, that's not what I want. Your videos. Live. Really? It doesn't show me. Where's my live? I'm live right now. What is going on here? There we go. Now I can see you guys. Now I can see your beautiful faces. Chat filter. All messages. There we go. Okay. So I did a bit of cheating. Normally, I do not work on printers that we're doing kit builds with and whatnot off stream. I like to do everything on stream because we're documenting everything. However, I want to get this done. So I kind of went down, not a rabbit hole, but I basically just started working on it and working on it and working on it. And now we have some stuff is actually done. I got to undo some of it, but essentially we now have a tool head on the printer, which I got to take off right away because unfortunately the carriage is the wrong carriage. But voila. So that is the A4T tool head. We have our umbilical system with the swing arm. I did print and design a riser for the swing arm so that the swing arm is up higher. Originally we had it mounted to the rear gantry. I also have this Bowden inlet system here. So I have a Bowden tube that goes there and it comes in through the middle here. So the back panel will have a slot in the middle and that way the Bowden run is consistent. I didn't want the Bowden coming down from the top because I was really worried at max ed it would droop down. So the Bowden comes in here, joins up there. It does not droop down past the X rail and it doesn't catch anywhere. So that's that. I had to design a mount for the EBB36 so that we could put that on. We got to finish running this cable, so we're going to do that on stream. So I think first things first is we're going to get the tool head ready. So we'll start on the tool head and we'll start working our way back. So I need to take the tool head off. Yeah, this needs to be up and running so I can print astromech parts. So let's get this tool head off. Also, I'm wearing my spacesuit. I bought this for Halloween like, I want to say like 12 years ago, and it's been sitting in the closet, and I completely forgot I had it, and then I found it. And I'm like, heck yeah, spaceman. Let me grab some Allen keys, screwdrivers, whatnot. That, and that. This, where is? What has it got to be? The right size Allen key? I don't think so. No. So problem is I keep moving stuff between both sides of the garage, and it's like, where's my Allen keys? Nope. You need that. You need that. Maybe it's over on the other side already. Over here? Where did I put my 2.5 mil Allen key? Because we got to take this tool head off. So actually, I'm going to need zip ties too. Grab some zip ties. Nope, not that. I really got to keep better control of where I put all my stuff. I'm just going to buy new Allen keys. Screw it. I'm just going to buy a new set of Allen keys so I quit losing them. That. Buy a whole set of Allen keys. Can't lose them if they're new. The right one. Are you metric or? You're not metric. There we go. There we go. Okay, good. I thought I left my heating element on all night. Okay. I think Trailer Park Boys. Come on, Bobby. Ricky. Ricky. We're going to space, Ricky. Oh, wait. Zip ties. Okay, why zip ties? Well, we need to replace our carriage. Why do we need to replace the carriage? Because this carriage is too big. That is what she said. So I've gone ahead and loosened the belts all the way. So I'm just going to zip tie the belts in place so that I don't have to worry about them going on adventures while we faff about with this. Also, I need to make the decision now if I'm going to switch to beacon or stick with cartographer. If I'm going to switch to cartographer, I got to pull the, or if I'm going to switch to beacon, I need to pull the beacon out of the Venture XL. So my spoon is too big. Boat tube don't want to come out. I'm gonna have to cut some zip ties here because I want to take off this. We've got to take the actual tool head off, unfortunately. So there we go. You come out there. You come out there. There we go. They're both eddy current sensors, but they're kind of built differently. So they both do essentially the same thing, but they go about it in slightly different ways. So it's tomato potato kind of thing. So I'll probably end up pulling the beacon out. You know what? We'll do that. Okay. So that is our tool head. So I'm gonna have to take this to the bench because we got to do some jumpers because I forgot to put jumpers in it. So take this to the bench. And now we need to swap out. We need to swap out our carriage here. So we have a. Where did I put it? Oh, it's right here. We have a shorter carriage. I'll show you them both side by side. But essentially, we have a different carriage. Okay, take that off. Message is held for review. What? I've never run a Big Tree Tech Eddy on anything yet, I'll be honest. Okay. So here's the old carriage and the new carriage. So this is actually the carriage from the Seymour Trident, and this is the carriage that came with it. They're both the same though. They're both the same thing essentially. So you can see though, I've had to shorten one by a little bit. So you can see a little shorter. That's because the A4T sits up a little higher. So I've had to shorten it. So swap these screws over. But essentially they are the same carriage. And to modify it, I just printed a jig. Somebody has a jig for it on printables, and I just took a hacksaw to it because I believe everything is the same on these. Like they're the exact same. They're just ever so slightly different. Like the one that comes with the Physec kit has teeth in the front here. This one only has teeth in the back, but they basically are the exact same carriage. Slightly different cutouts. Like it's different enough that it's like, oh, well, you know, the radius is slightly different there, but the actual like mounting for everything is pretty much exactly the same. So it shouldn't really affect anything. Hopefully. Hopefully. Happy Halloween. Hope you're all wearing your costumes. I am, because I'm cool. Okay. This is all so awkward. It is at too high of a height to stand up, but too low of a height to sit down. So I'm like all awkwardly hunched over for this. This is awkward. I don't like it, but whatever. Okay, so. Need a bar stool. I had a printed one that I got rid of, actually. I actually had a printed one and I got rid of it. I should print a new one. Okay, I need some pliers. But I had some pliers here. Pliers. I know I have some over here somewhere. Oh. Barbarella costume? No, it's my spaceman costume. I was gonna wear the Mando suit and I'm like, that shit would be hot trying to wear for 3 hours straight while building printers. So instead, I'm just, is that just a shadow? Okay, that's just a shadow. For a second, I'm like, is this staining my neck? It's like, no, it's just a shadow. We are going to be running Calico. I'm gonna put Calico on it. Why? Why not? So we're gonna have Calico Clipper on this thing. Go. Hoping today we can get started with firmware. That is the point. We're going to basically start at the tool head, work our way back, make sure everything's done as we go, and then hopefully we'll finish up with the Raspberry or the Pt2 Pi2, get that flashed, get that talking, get that installed, and then we can move on with our life and get to hopefully tomorrow night doing firmware shenanigans and getting it printing. Barbarella. It's been a hot minute since I've watched anything like that, but I don't think I have the large tracts of land to pull off that costume. There we go. The new carriage is installed. There we go. Okay. We got the new carriage installed. Okay. So now, take the old carriage, put it here. Let's go back to the desk, because now we got to finish this guy up. Okay, so let's find EBB36 Gen 2. Planet of the Grapes. Get your hands off me, you dirty, eh? He could talk, he could talk, he could talk. I could sing! There we go. Okay, so we got to put some jumpers on this thing because I hooked it all up and I forgot to put the jumpers in. So we got to do that now. Hopefully that high-pitched I can sing did not blow anyone's eardrums out with the noise canceling and everything all. Yeah, come on. Okay, so here is our EBB36 on our A4T toolhead. So we have A4T toolhead. We got, it's all 24 volt fans from LDO. We have the Tube Compact from Luke's Lab. We have an LDO Orbiter V2, and then we have a Pt2 EBB36. I had to print a custom mount because the clearances are and everything are different. But yes, it's the tea kettle. But I do believe we have to put some jumpers on this. Open image, new tab. Okay, so we need our fans running VIN. So one thing I needed to check was this fan right here. We have PA4 VIN that. So I'm assuming this is wired up correctly, where the middle is positive, the right is negative, and then det is signal, which I think that's right, because I had to repin this because originally it had like the signal and ground were mixed or something. So I'm assuming yellow signal, red is positive, and black is negative. So I had to repin this one. So if you are using an LDO branded 3-pin 2510 fan, just be aware you may have to repin the 3-pin so that it matches up on here. So we did that. So this one, it looks like VIN is middle right. This one is middle left. Okay. So middle right. Middle left. Okay, and then on this one, it is middle left. Because you have the option to run the fans at either VIN or voltage input or 5 volts. So these are all 24 volt fans. So we're going to run everything at VIN. Okay. Now, there's 2 jumpers here. If you are running this in CAN bus mode, I believe you put a jumper here and here. But since we're not running it in CAN bus mode, we don't need to worry about that. So fan output 1, yeah, that's that. Sure. RGB. So yeah, so no jumper is USB mode. And since we're running USB mode, we don't need the CAN resistor, I believe, so we don't need a jumper there. This, I quickly fabbed up a little mount for it, just so I can mount it on an extrusion underneath the frame. So this is that. This is pretty simple. The 4-wire plug comes in, plugs in there for that side. And then on this side, we go voltage in, 24 volts, and we feed it USB to the main board. So that's there. So this is the USB pass-through. Okay, so let me rip and tear until it is done and get the beacon off of the VZBot. So first I have to unplug it. Are you the VZBot? I think that's unplugged. Or are you the VZBot? Let's see here. Okay, that's the VZBot. Yeah, because you're off. Okay, so the VZBot is off. So hopefully, when I cut wires now, I don't electrocute myself. You're not really going to have a good angle of this, unfortunately, because I am stealing the, for those that are wondering, I'm stealing the beacon probe out of the VZBot. 2 reasons. One, I watched ModBot have issues with his cartographer, and I'm like, you know what? We're just going to go to beacon. I've had less issues with beacon. And 2, my beacon probe here is already in USB mode. So that's going to save me some time, because the cartographers, I'd have to reflash from CAN bus mode to beacon mode. So I got to get this out of here. So let's see. Allen keys. Screw this. There we go. Also, guess who was an absolute genius and didn't bother to lower the bed enough for doing this? Okay, so that's that. Oh, it's gonna be a nightmare. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Let's make some room here. Let's make some room here. If I can't see what I'm doing. Oh my god, the spiders. The spiders. All right. Hooray for Velcro zip ties, by the way. I love Velcro zip ties. Especially when I do them in an annoying way, so I can't really undo them easily. There we go. Okay. So, we are going to cut you. Why do I sound like Kermit the Frog there? We're going to cut you right about there. That looks like a good place to cut it. Hopefully this is the right cable. Good, it's the right cable. Okay. Here we go. I have successfully removed the beacon. So this beacon, I actually saw, it looks like I wired up directly. Oh, this was a different profile, that's right. So this beacon, I had to solder on the wires, but that's okay. That shouldn't really affect anything. Let me do this so we can make the connector over here so that I don't need to go back and forth 20 times. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put this back together. But we're going to put it together here so that I can figure out the wires. Okay, so... there's that. That's the wrong Allen key. Of course I don't have... I need to get more Allen keys. I have a bunch... The problem is I have a bunch downstairs. That's the problem. There we go. Okay. So this is it on its carriage. So this will tell us how easy it is to line everything up. Okay, so we have our beacon here. So green is positive. So this is going to be a little bit longer than it needs to be, but that's okay. But this should, and this will show you why I had to modify the carriage. If you're wondering why I had to modify the carriage, the stock carriage is long enough for a stealth burner, but when you put a A4T on it, you can see it sits a little 0-0. And that shouldn't be like that. Okay. Falling over. There we go. Okay. So this is gonna have to like... here. There, and then there. So I'm gonna have to start stripping it about here. So this is gonna be fun. This is, I think, a shielded USB cable that I'm using. This is probably a bad cable for this because this is a, the sleeving might be a little fire risk, but YOLO. I don't feel like resoldering it. Okay, I'm gonna grab a actual knife. My knife over here? Where's my knife? There's my knife. Like, it's nice that it actually has shielding on it. It's just getting the stupid braid to come off is annoying. Alan V, cheers. 2,000 Hungarian funny monies. I can never remember what the Hungarian money is, so I just call it that because it's Huff. Try not to cut the stupid wires. Stupid sleeving. There we go. Come, there we go. There we go. Let me put a little bit of heat shrink on here. I got new heat shrink. I finally went and bought new heat shrink. Have you seen the new AI robot? The scam? Which one? Which scam are we talking about today? Do red. Are you talking about Neo? The one that advertises, hey, have somebody come into your house and clean all your stuff. By the way, it literally is somebody coming into your house because the robot cannot operate on its own, and it's some guy in a room teleremoting into your house. I'm sorry, that's a horror movie if I ever saw one. The whole dude bro, tech bro, AI culture of we'll just make shit up and hope that, you know, by the time we actually have to deliver, there's we could throw enough compute at it to solve the problem. I cannot stand. Like, I cannot stand the current climate when it comes to that stuff. There we go. What could possibly go wrong? Exactly. What could possibly go wrong? Remember, you parked in the itchy lot. They smarter. I saw a thing that explained so much. And it's basically like all these dude bro tech billionaires are all terrified of dying. So they believe they can, like, they're trying to get this AGI type thing because they're all trying to transfer their brains out. But also when it comes to like taxes, they are more willing to spend more money to prevent a tax going through than what the tax would actually cost them, because it's more about them not being part of the system. They're above the system. So even if it's like, oh yeah, you know, this tax that goes through, it would cost me, you know, 100,000 a year. I'll spend $1 million to try and prevent it from going through. Why? Because I'm above the system. And I'm like, that explains so much of the mentality. That explains so much of the mentality. What's with the outfit and Streisand? It's spooky vision. It's spooky vision. It's Halloween. Are you not dressed up? It's Halloween. I'm wearing my costume. It's Halloween. We got spooky vision. You can tell who the... How old are you? TJL, how old are you? Also, please, AI tech bros that are developing things that will eventually hunt us down and kill us from the skies, stop naming your shit off of Lord of the Rings stuff. Come on. We know you're all nerds, but, like, you're ruining it. Quit naming your stuff. It's good. You're going to see a company come out, oh yeah, we're going to have this nanny system that'll watch your house, and it'll walk your dog and take your kids to school. What did you call the system? Nazgul. It's like, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, guy. Come on. Okay. Let's get stripping and cripping. So you're going to go there, and you need to plug into there. So cut this out here. And we're going to need, is it this guy? No, that's 5. This is 4. That's going to plug in there. Okay. What did you call your system that you use to take over the world? Nazgul. It's Morgoth. Steve's here. Hi, Steve. How you doing, Steve? Yeah, I really got to get this done now because I got to get this done because Tuesday, hopefully, we'll be doing a Core 1L unboxing video. I was told, and they told everyone at the event, like as part of the marketing, The Core 1L is literally you take it out of the box, you plug it in, you turn it on, you feed filament, you print. It should come fully self-calibrated from the factory. Lots to do. Oh yeah, you're going to Formnext. I wish I was going to Formnext. I would have to find a sponsor for one, but the problem is it's like I only had enough like goodwill with the wifey for one more trip this year, and I'd never been to Prague. So if all goes well, I might be going back next year. Prague Maker Fair, maybe. Spend a little bit more time there so I can actually do a proper tour of Prusa and all that. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Prusa XL2 is going to be wild if Core 1 is 300 square. I have heard some rumors, but I'm not going to repeat any of them. But let's just say Formnext is in a couple weeks, and they didn't announce a lot. You don't announce everything before the big event. You got to hold some stuff back for reserve. Plus, Index is more of a Bondtech thing, and Bondtech's going to be at Formnext. So everything that they showed off here was basically Prusa stuff. Like in-house Prusa stuff. It's actually kind of nice. It is slightly chilly in the garage. It's 16 Celsius, so having this jumpsuit on is actually kind of nice. Although, it's going to be a little worrying. I was like putting it on. I'm like, I really don't think this is fire resistant at all. So hopefully we don't get sparks today. Unlike yesterday's Twitch stream. If you were there, you were there. So I'm hoping I don't catch fire today. Otherwise, I'm going to go up like a Christmas tree. What's going on? Info about Index and Core 1 will be available during Formnext. Yep, there you go. There you go. AliExpress for the free refund. I did, and they're like, yep, we'll refund it. You just got to mail it back to us. So I got to print off something, which sucks because my printer, I don't know what's going on. I have a Brother printer. It has been rock solid for like 5 years, and now all of a sudden I can't send anything to it to print. I have no idea what's going on with it. It just like, I can see it on the Wi-Fi. I haven't done anything to it. It just, I can't transfer files to it to print. And I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I just gotta print a tag, throw it in a box, and mail it back. So, 5-year warranty. Yeah, it's Halloween. It's spooky vision. I love crimping little itty bitty JSTs. It's so much fun. Older printers don't play nicely with Wi-Fi band steering. If that, well, here's the thing. I haven't changed anything. That's the thing. Like, it worked fine, and now it just don't. And I'm like, what the heck? And it's not that old of a printer. It's a Brother, but still. Okay, so I gotta wire this up. So I'm assuming, okay, so we have USB, so we're doing USB here. So I'm assuming DN and DP. This is negative and positive, I'm assuming. So that's 5 volt. That's ground. I'm assuming this is negative and that's positive. So if you plug in like this, I think. Yeah, so that goes like that. So this is 5 volt. And then negative is positive. I mean, worst case scenario, you could just swap them around. And then ground. There we go. And that will plug in there. And there we go. Okay, so now I got to take this all apart and build it back on the tool head, because this is basically our beacon and our carriage. Rev E beacon. There we go. So we're good there. Okay, so now take it all apart and put it back together over there. So unplug you. It's gonna be really annoying to put in there without the being able to lift the bed up, or the gantry, but it is what it is. Yeah, this is the EBB36 Gen 2. So if you're wondering what the difference is between the Gen 1 and the Gen 2, the Gen 2 has a 2 in it. Actually, no, it's got a bunch of stuff. It's much more robust. There's a lot more protections built into it. It has USB pass through. It can support 3 fans, which is really cool. So it's just kind of like let's just make it better, all around better. So, okay. So now let's go back over to the other side and put this all together. How's that camera angle? That camera is okay. So now let's put this in first. So this is going to be a bit annoying because I have to install 2 itty bitty screws and I have nowhere to like reach up from underneath. So I'm going to steal something from here. 1 second, get here. Where is it? Allen key sizes. Where are Allen key sizes? No, that's hex. There we go. Let's do this little guy. Little annoying tight corners. Note to self, next time you kill a printer, make sure you're at a high Z altitude. So the question is, do I have enough meat here to screw this in all the way? Because I did shorten it, and then I ran a tap through it just to make sure it was tapped all the way to the bottom. And it is. The question is it enough for these screws, or do I gotta find shorter screws? I think we're good. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Ow. Ever tell you my knees suck? we go. Okay. That beacon is secured. Gonda calls for aid. The beacon is lit. It is lit, fam. It be bussin' for real, for real. No capping. I think I just gave like half my audience a brain aneurysm. Okay. That's what I watched on my flight there and back. That's what I watched on the plane. I watched Lord of the Rings. I watched the entire extended edition on the way there and back. I do it. I try to watch Lord of the Rings at least once a year. And oh man, is it a vibe? I love it. Started. Started. All 3 Lord of the Rings movies? Yeah. It's an 8-hour flight from Detroit. So I flew from Detroit to Amsterdam to Prague. So the flight from Amsterdam to Prague is only like an hour and 15 minutes. And the flight from Detroit to Amsterdam is like 7.5, 8 hours, depending which way you're going. So. Okay, I'm just getting all the screws like started. Now I got to take this one out so that I can reach the screw behind it, and then we'll have all 4 screws. I'm not gonna lie, I have been a very staunch liker of the Stealth Burner tool head, and that's not changing. I still like the Stealth Burner tool head, but you know what? This A4T tool head, I get it. I get it. I like it. How much you want to bet I can't get this one screw in there? Come on. Oh, I think we're good. Come on. Ah, dang it, come on. There we go. Okay, so tight. Tight. Put you back in. And I do like how on here you can actually, there's access holes. So, you know, on a Stealth Burner, you have those 2 M8 or M38s that are just used to hook on, but they don't actually provide any actual positive retainment because they're just like, you have no way to tighten them once the tool head's all assembled. These ones, you can just reach in there and tighten them. So that's nice. Have I heard good? Are you going to Prague? I was in Prague. So for those wondering why the stream last Saturday night, I was exhausted and like completely out of it. That's because I woke up that morning in Prague. I woke up at 6 a.m. in Prague. I checked out of my hotel, had a half-hour ride to the airport, an hour and 20-minute flight, whatever, to Amsterdam, and then an 8-hour flight home. Add a couple hours of layover and all that, and, you know, crossing back from Canada, or from the US to Canada. I got home at like 7 p.m. I woke up at 6 a.m. Prague time, and it's like a 6-hour difference, I believe. So I was up at 6 a.m. I landed at basically the equivalent of like 1 a.m. Sat around for an hour, and then I did a 2-hour live stream. So if you're wondering why I was really tired on last Saturday's stream, it's because I literally woke up in Prague. So yeah, I was eepy. Okay, let's see, how am I gonna rip this cable? Actually through there? I'll just put you right here. I'll cut that zip tie and do another zip tie. 1 second. I know the camera angle ain't the greatest. I only have the one camera angle. Eventually, I do want to have a proper mobile camera on this side of the garage. It's just, for now, it's kind of like make do with what we got. But I didn't want to be working on this printer right now. I wanted to be doing other stuff. Make sure this isn't actually touching anything. There we go. Easy peasy, lemony squeezy. Let me just double check. We're good. And then also double check that the wire isn't touching the heat sink. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, you don't want your ability to melt wire melting. Okay, so now that's that. So now we can plug this back in. We have our piano wire, goes into the hole. Plug that in, piano wire there. Bowden tube locked in. And if all goes well, I shouldn't have to take this apart. I shouldn't. It should be good. Some zip ties here. I'm gonna print today? No, we still have a while to go. And the thing is, I cheated and did stuff off stream. I cheated and built this entire tool head off stream and built the umbilical system and everything off stream. So we still have a bit before we're printing, unfortunately. But hopefully tomorrow. I'm hoping tomorrow. Because we're basically working from the tool head all the way to the back. And yeah. There we go. So that is our tool head built and assembled. I'm hoping the molding there is tight and good. As of right now, that should be it. A bunch of stuff up there I gotta sweep up after this. Oh, here's that Allen key I dropped. Wonder where that went. Okay. What's the chat saying? Ow. Dearborn? Yeah, Dearborn's right across from me. What do you mean, foil to attack? I have somebody yelling at me like, why did you say hi when you were in Prague? And I'm like, I couldn't. I was under an NDA. Yeah, there's a few people in the like the Voron community and whatnot that live in Prague, and I really wanted to like reach out to a few people like Sanity, if you know her, and be like, hey, come say hi, but I couldn't because you know, we weren't allowed to say why we weren't allowed to say we were in Prague, so that would give away everything. So it's like, I want to say I'm here. I want you to come say hi, but I cannot. So that kind of sucked, but is what it is. Let's get this screen off. I don't need this screen anymore. Oh, the conspiracies must be great today. We graduated. Yeah, why am I not wearing my tinfoil hat? 1 second, I gotta fix that. I should be wearing the tinfoil hat today. It goes with the suit. It goes with the suit. There we go, that's better. There we go. Why didn't you tell me to put this on earlier? There we go. Stylish. There we go. Actually, while we're over here, I want to see how the video's doing. I haven't actually looked how the video's doing. How is the video doing? It would help if I actually opened up YouTube. Where's YouTube on here? There's okay. Just having, so I didn't sign an NDA, but there was like a verbal NDA, like, hey guys, don't tell anyone you're coming here or whatever. Like everything's embargoed until a certain time and whatnot. So yeah. It's one of those things like, yeah, you know, I didn't sign an NDA, so there's like no legal recourse if, you know, you blab, but you don't want to be that guy. There's a few creators that know what happened when you break embargo. You just don't. That's a good way to get blacklisted from any fun events in the future. Well, so far I'm not regretting my Black Friday H2D. Well, they're completely different printers. And completely different price points. So they introduced a larger box of shit. Well, that's not a comment worth saving, so I'm just going to delete that. Oh, I love the Bamboo fanboys. I love when people come in with accounts that are obviously like fake accounts. It's like, oh yeah, your name is really like a bunch of random letters and numbers. Oh yeah, sure. It remains to see how this launch goes and if delays like every my guess is it doesn't ship until earliest at the latest. My brother in Christ, they're shipping right now. The production is up and running. I seen it. They're making them right now. It's literally a bigger it's a bigger Core 1. I love these comments. I love some of the comments from people that just do not know what the heck they're talking about. Do we got any held comments? Do I have any? No spicy drama held comments. Oh well. I seen it. Yeah, they are literally producing them right now. Like if when we got the email like, hey, we were supposed to we're gonna try and ship you a unit a week before you flew out, but like one item delayed it. So like I got the shipping notification yesterday, and they're like, you'll get it on before the 7th, and people who buy them like launch day will get them on the 10th. It's like, so hopefully you'll have a couple days to make content before it hits public. I'm like, oh shit. So yeah, I love the tinfoil hat people. I mean, I'm wearing a tinfoil hat. Okay, so tool head is done. Did I switch over? I did. Okay. So tool head is done. Let's get this off. How does this come off? How does this come off? What do we got? We got, oh, there's screws underneath. How am I going to get that off? Okay, that's off. Hey, I can get at those screws that are underneath now. Okay. There we go. I will say they did a pretty good job on the infill. What's that? Just RKO it. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. A long time. Okay. And there's the cable that connects it all. So I wonder what I can use this screen for. Can we use this screen for anything? Let's actually dive into it. So here's the screen. I haven't even looked in here. What do we even have in here? Because it's a screen and it's got an SBC on it. So I might be able to like throw Linux on it and use it for something. Pretty morning pass. No, it's not really a pain in the ass. It just sucks. The electronics are kind of is what it is. It's a big Voron V2. Do you need a Core L? I mean, sure, why not? Although I will say Core 1L. I'm not a huge fan of the name. I think the name could have been a bit better. They could have gone with something a little bit more blingy, but I get it. It's just a big Core. It's a big Core 1. Also, it does leave room open for a Core X1 XL. All right, so what do we got here? We got a Linux SoC. I wonder if it's just Raspberry Pi, because that's a 7-inch screen I could reuse. But I think the screen only works for this. Yeah, because I'm putting a 5-inch screen on it. So this is the old screen. This is a 7-inch. I'm putting a 5-inch because I don't want a big screen on it because that's just something to bump into. Reset, recovery, that. There is an SD card. I mean, I could figure out something to do with this, but I really don't care. Okay. Back to the printer. Okay, so the next thing we have to do now that we've RKO'd the screen off of it, it's garbage, is we've got the umbilical here. So if you're wondering how the umbilical works in terms of like motion, you can see we got pretty good, like it doesn't droop below anything. It's pretty good. And it's kind of funny. It's like, this is the edge of the bed right here. This is the edge of the bed. Look how much further it could go in front of the bed. This probably could have put a 700 mil bed on this thing. There is so much over travel on this printer, it's ridiculous. So putting an index upgrade on this, or just bigger tool heads, or just having, you know, room to purge, or heck, you could probably just tell the printer it's bigger in the slicer, and just as long as like whatever you're printing starts on the bed, you can, you know, curve out and probably get more if you really wanted to. What's with the tinfoil on the ladies' faces? It's Halloween! Oh my god, you uncultured masses. You do not know what spooky vision is? Oh, also, I added this. This is a Triangle Labs filament runout sensor. I've had it for years and I never put it in a printer. Well, guess what? I put it in a printer. So we have that. I printed a casing for it. I modified one I found unprintable. So it's got a Bowden connector, so it's a positive retention. So filament will now feed in here, go through a filament runout switch, which we have to plug in somewhere. And then comes down here, comes in here. The back panel, wow, I really got to tighten the belt. Oh, that's right, the belts are loose as shit. The back panel will have a slot down the middle for the filament to go in. And then, yeah, so nice and simple and easy. Okay, so now this is what we got to do. This is what's left of the cable for the USPA, and we have to run it through the drag chains. This is going to be annoying. This is going to be annoying. So let me unplug you, get you out of the way so I'm not dealing with that. Because we're going to have to like do this without taking this apart. Because everything's all wired up and I don't want to take it apart. So this is going to get a bit annoying, I got a feeling. So let me grab a flathead screwdriver. Grab something to sit on. You're going to get some tunes on. And we're just going to sit down. And we're just going to make this happen. We're just going to make this happen. I need to get a taller chair for out here. Oh man, getting old sucks. Did I ever tell you that? Getting old sucks. I can't pull it through because the end has this big connector on it that will catch on everything. So essentially I have to do it all like one bit at a time. So it's like open up. And feed it through, and then just kind of. So let's see here. At least feed this through without. Nope, I'm gonna have to take that off to even get it started. Okay. You're not gonna get a good camera angle. I can't even see what I'm doing. I just unclick it. 1 second, 1 second. There we go. Aha, okay. Oh yeah, these click off. Try not to pinch any wires. Try not to pinch any wires. There we go. One. Okay. Just wait till I'm 68. I don't want to be 68. Make it a 68. I know. The robots will get me. The robots will get me. What I mean about it's at an awkward height where it's like too low to sit, but too high to stand up. Also, I don't think I shouted it out at the beginning of the stream. Shout out to Big Tree Tech for providing all the electronics that I'm using for this rebuild. I do have a link in the video description. It's just a regular one, but if you want to buy Big Tree stuff and support the channel, click the AliExpress affiliate link and just buy it through there. I think it's sales share is like what a lot of people used for affiliate links, but they went and got bought out or merged with another company, and apparently now they're just shit. Where like people are like, I haven't been paid yet, and I'm like, I don't really want to sign up for that right now. I will say these are nice drag chains. Like the drag chains that Physx sourced for this kit are actually really nice. Like they're they don't feel too cheap, which is good. I need to lose the back drag chain. Why don't you? I like the rear drag chains. They're nice. They keep everything nice and clean. This is gonna get really annoying now because the it's all hidden by stuff now. I'll probably do this from the other side. This is annoying. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Because we have to go through. I have a little connector here. Okay, let me take this off. We have a little wire that holds the drag chain on, or a little bracket that holds the drag chain on. Where did I put that Allen key? I lost it already. Great. Spider web. Trying to pop this out now so I can. Oh, that goes that way. Okay, so. Come on. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? Because it's really annoying because there's an extrusion in the way, and unfortunately I can't raise it. I'm trying to like cause it to like lean over. Oh, okay, well, we'll just pop it out. Pop it out, pop it out. Don't break it. This out so I can bend this in. There we go. That goes there. Put you back on. There we go. Did they give a release date? They did not, and it's still a in development thing. They showed it off. It does work. It does do. It does print, but it's still in a early revision type. It's still in early development, or not. I wouldn't call it early development, but it's still in development. Like it's. Come on, and we're good. Huzzah! Okay, so that is that. Plug you back in. Did I just get something stuck in that? I think I just shoved a dust bunny into my filament runout sensor. 1 second. I think I just shoved a dust bunny in here. There we go. That actually works really nice for a runout sensor. Just goes right in, feeds that, boom, boom, right to the tool head. Easy peasy, lemony squeezy. Okay. That's just a feed in. Okay, sweet. So now umbilicals are done. Let's move on to our electronics box, because we have to do some soldering, because I forgot to solder the extensions on, and we need to put a connector on. So we have this guy. This is a filament runout sensor. It is for when filament runs out. We need to plug it into an end stop on this board. So let's figure out what end stop we have available. Let's figure out what end stop we have available. Big tree Pt2 Kraken. Where pin? All right. So we need a run out. So any of these. So 5 volt is top, ground, that. So these are all the end stops, I'm assuming. It's not called out anywhere that these are the end stops, but I'm assuming these are the end stops. Okay. Am I going to watch the games? You know what? I have never watched a baseball game in my life other than like when I was a kid and my dad took me to Tigers games. I care not for baseball. Fuck yeah, I'm watching the game tonight. It's the Leafs. It's not the Leafs, it's the Blue Jays. We have one Canadian baseball team, and there's a good chance they might win. To be fair, statistically, the Blue Jays have won every World Series they've played in. I don't think they played in many, but I think they've won every one they've ever played in. So, but of course, there is the proud Canadian tradition of our teams choking at the end. So I wouldn't be surprised if they choke, because on the bright side, so look at it this way. It is a win-win scenario. If they win, go Canada, fuck yeah, we won. Huzzah. If they lose, screw you, Toronto, you suck. Because it's Toronto, and we all hate Toronto. So it's like, we can't lose here. We can't lose. What's the Halloween costume? It's my space suit. And the tinfoil hat just kind of matches, so we're wearing it. It's Conspiracy Day. Okay, so I'm assuming I can use pretty much any one of these, so we will use this one on the end here, because it's the one on the left. Okay, so 5 volt at the top, ground, and then signal. Okay. Because this does have a 5 volt. So we're gonna need 3 pin. Here. Where's chat? I want to see chat. I miss you guys. Just see my chat. All right. Okay. So that goes there. Okay. So what was it? Shit, I can't remember the volt. Is it 5 volt signal ground? What is it? 5 volt ground signal. 5 volt ground signal. Okay. So 5 volt. I'm gonna have to crimp and strip these. These are the different wires. These are a different type of wire. Okay. We're gonna have to do some crimping and stripping. Let me grab my wire cutters, snippers, and all that stuff. Yeah. Plus, everyone hates the LA Dodgers, right? Like, they're not the Yankees, but they're like the team that like threw a lot of money at it and now they're winning. And it's like, are you winning because you're a good team, or you're winning because you have a lot of money? So that's kind of the... I mean, at the end of the day, worst case scenario, or like, even, you know, if nothing pans out, the Yankees lose. As long as the Yankees lose, we're good. And they did. They did lose. And then after the stream ends, I have to clean up this side of the garage so we can carve pumpkins. So. That suit hot or breathable? It's starting to get a bit warm. The garage is a bit chilly. It is 16 Celsius in my garage right now. So it's starting to get a little bit chilly, but the suit is, it's kind of trapping the heat a bit. So we got that going on. Okay, so that's the wrong size. One worth going all-wheel drive. To a degree, yes. The thing is, at the flow rates that I'm getting out of this hot end, the stock system is able to keep up. Because I'm running a bigger than a 0.4 millimeter nozzle, I'm running a 0.6 on here. The stock speeds and feeds that I'm running at with my profile, the machine is able to keep up with those speeds without issue. These do have bigger motors too. Like these are NEMA 17s, but they're beefier NEMA 17s. They have, they're longer, which is why they're top mounted instead of bottom mounted. And they're running at 48 volts. So going all-wheel drive, there is room to do it in this machine without losing any print space. It's actually really, this is a really good candidate, but I don't think I need to go all-wheel drive, or quad XY, as Steve would say. I don't think it's really needed on this machine. Okay. Also, if you're wondering about the suit, there's really not much to it. I'm wearing a t-shirt underneath. It's literally just thin fabric. There's nothing to it. And actually, I'm going to crack it open a little bit because it is getting a little warm. Okay, what do we got? We got 5-volt ground signal. So 5-volt. Ground. And I'm assuming yellow is signal. Okay. Over here. There we go. Now the next thing is we need to solder some extensions on here. So let me grab my soldering stuff so we can do a little bit of soldering because we have to do some soldering. So I need soldering stuff to do soldering. I know, it makes sense. Let me clean this desk up a little bit. Makes it room. Don't need you, don't need you, don't need you. You're garbage, you're garbage. Yeah, this is the bracket for the Triangle Labs filament runout sensor. I bought it like years ago and I never did anything with it. Oh, and this is the first revision of the raised swing arm bracket. Okay, so let me throw this out, grab my iron here. I gotta strike while the iron's hot. Throw this out, throw this out. Ooh. I wonder if this antenna would be better than the stock Big Tree Tech antenna. Don't cut towards myself. Yeah, I wonder if this, because this is on a PCB and it's copper, it looks like, versus this antenna. But then again, antennas are calibrated for the frequencies, right? So I probably shouldn't. I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Let's be honest, it's probably not that big of a deal. Okay, soldering iron, grab this, grab this. Omnifixo. Shrink wrap. Okay. Cable, power. Top here. So, soldering iron, and you know what? I am going to get the proper for this. The last thing I want is to drop this on the ground because that would be bad. Oh, and a lighter. Okay. So we have our extensions already made up. I just have to solder them on. I'm assuming the wires are the same color. So we're just going to keep the same orientation. So black, green, blue, red, black, green, blue, red, black, green, blue, red. Yep, those are the same. Cool. So, on the right camera. Yeah, you guys can see me. That's good. Cut this. I'll do one of these at a time. So much fun. Wire strippers. Wait, I don't need wire strippers because this one is already stripped because I did the thingamabobber on him. So let's screw these, they should be good. There we go, take that off. Don't do any more. Shrink wrap. Let's go with blue on this guy. 1, 2, 3. 4. Let's try blue. 1. Damien, cheers for the gifted membership. Appreciate it. Remember, best way to support the channel, content I create, and the things I do is become a channel member, Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool like Damien here, gifting memberships to others. I know I was supposed to do a members only live stream this week, but with the travel and everything, it was just kind of bleh. So I owe you guys a member stream. Probably either this weekend, if I can sneak it in the schedule, or next week we'll do it. So I owe you guys a stream. So put you up here, read you, plug you in. On. Also, fun fact, soldering works better when you have solder. So I'll grab some solder. Their announcement tease today? Yeah, Prusa released a new printer. The Core 1L and some other stuff. I have a video on my channel. I know we're live right now, but you should totally check it out. OmniFixo. I love the OmniFixo. It is so nice for somebody like me who shakes. Guess you just do that. Go. Where's the end of this? Right here. We're switching to beacon. Yeah, we're going with beacon on this. Originally, I just wanted to be easy and just stick with the cartographer because that's what came with this kit. But after seeing the hassle some others had with it, like Modbot, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna swap it out. F it. We'll just swap it. Okay, so that's blue, or that's red. Next we'll do blue. Nope. Check it on chat. Free shipping is now the only way for all US oxygen. Yeah. I know I've seen a lot of comments where people are like, oh, the price is too much. And when I'm like, price is the price. Believe me, if they could sell for cheaper, they would. It's their European company. The world's kind of a mess right now with tariffs and shit. Price is a price. Believe me, every company wishes they could sell more product. It's just kind of welcome to the way things are right now. Go. That is all of those are nice and soldered on. Double check, make sure everything is good, nice and tight. Nice and tight, nice and tight. Nice and tight. Okay, slide our heat shrink over everything. Lighter. There we go. That is B done. Now we do it again. Again. Well, the thing with index, it goes on anything, right? So fun fact, the XL, or correction, the Core 1 and the Core 1L, the gantry is the same. So everything, other than it being bigger on the XY, the dimensions for everything from like the gantry portion up in terms of Z are the same. So theoretically, you know, I'm talking out of my ass here. I have no confirmation about any of this, by the way. Theoretically, if the index system mounts on a Core 1, a normal Core 1, it'll mount exactly the same on the Core 1L. You'll just be able to put more of them. Because like everything in the Z and the like, it's the same XY gantry, just bigger on the XY, but in the Z it's the same. So theoretically it should be exactly the same. It just, you can put more on the L. So yeah. Wonder if the image, yeah, I'm kind of wondering too if the image was a Core 1L, just not labeled. Oh, wait, shoot. I goofed. Who could tell me what I forgot to do? By the way, I'm I'm pretty sure this is a thing because I asked Joe directly about it, and he answered it in a kind of a tongue-in-cheek way, but I'm assuming it's true. No, there is no Core 1 to Core 1L upgrade kits. Those will not be a thing. Don't ask. Going from Core 1 to Core 1L is not a viable upgrade kit. Yes, I forgot the heat shrink. Let me put that on now. So yeah. Oh, that's what I'm hearing. I'm like, well, I'm hearing somebody talk. It's stupid. It's me. Like, whose voice is that annoying? Oh, wait, shit. So now I'm going to have to find a new home for my Mark IV that's in the enclosure. Because I'm going to put the Core 1L where the Mark IV in the enclosure is on my shelf. So it'll be the core shelf. Or one has a lot of space above for no reason. It has space up there because it is like, it just has room there. Go. Green. Oh, I love soldering on stream, you see. It's the greatest content for you guys to watch ever. Especially right now, I can hear my neighbors outside talking. Can they hear me? Who is he talking to? Almost done. Last but not least, black wire. And I probably should, I think I'm going to power it up after this, just to verify that we're good. So I think I can power it up now, and the only thing that may fry would be the Kraken. I mean, I hope nothing fries, but the idea would be to power it up now. Make sure we're all good. Before we go ahead and plug in like stuff like the tool head and whatnot. Okay. There we go. Give everything a tug, make sure they're all good. Yeah, I'm really hoping they do an XL refresh with like basically build an XL the same as the Core 1. Again, Form Next is in like 2 weeks, and I'm pretty sure they're announcing stuff there. Because if you watch the presentation they put out, one of the things they say at the end is like, yep, and we still have more to announce at Form Next, and they tease the picture of the index. But I don't think that's it, because the index is a Bondtech thing. Yes, partnering with Prusa is a thing, but the index is a Bondtech thing. So Prusa said they had more to announce, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Just kind of do a quick little clean up here. Okay, so now, we can go ahead, put this all together. So, this is the A motor. Oh my God, that chunks in there. That snaps in with authority. That snaps in with some authority. And this is our B motor. Go, okay. So now we can do some zip tie stuff and actually make this look nice. Because I still have to run power. What time is it right now? 1:12. We might start playing around with the Big3Tech Pi2. Because you'll see in a second. There's that. Yeah. You're stuck to the floor. Shoot. The previous slicer, they showed us some slides, but they didn't have it like operational. Like we couldn't play around with it. They didn't have it like there for us to look at and play with. But they did show it, like they showed some slides of it, which is a little disappointing. I would have liked to play with it, but it does look really nice. And I got a feeling it'll be really appreciated. The fact that you have tabs for work tabs is nice, because like, especially somebody like me who has a bunch of printers, it'll be nice to not have to like have 20 different slide or different instances of Prusa Slicer open. Because it's like, well, I'm printing stuff with like 5 different printers right now, and they're all slightly different settings. So it'll be nice. Okay, I'm not gonna manage this because I'm gonna have to run some power underneath. But what I can do is just kind of do this. We'll just put one. Did I need to grab, did I not grab enough zip? Did I grab zip ties? I thought I grabbed a bunch of zip ties. I thought I grabbed a whole bag of zip ties. I did, I just left them over here. Ah, big brain, big brain. Okay. Okay, we're gonna cut this. I don't think there was any jumpers I have to play with. Those are for 24 volt fans, so that's good there. Again, with the fans being 24 volts, that's good, because if you screw it up, I mean, worst case scenario, they just run at a lower voltage. Like, that's the advantage you have when you're running stuff like that. Okay. So let's slide you through here. We'll just do one right here. I do like the fact they have all these nice little tabs punched into the electronic box here for zip tying everything for cable management. It is actually really nice. Okay. There we go. Some of this extra can come down under here. Now that I know I can store it under here. Okay, that's good enough for there. I'll faff around with that later because we're gonna have to run some power. But that should be there for now. Okay. So I still need to drill some holes in this panel so I can mount this, but I'll do that off stream because I got to take this panel off to do it. So we're going to put a fan here. Previously, the stock setup for this fan is mounted to like it's mounted here. I'm just going to drill some holes here so I could just mount this here, and I'll just solder on an extension, and then this will plug in right there because this is a 24-volt fan. Yeah, so this will just plug in there. So I'll just have this mounted here. So that's that. So that means I can close this. Sweet. Nice. Look at that. That looks so clean. Okay. So the next thing we have to do is, oh, I want to power it up. I do want to power it up. Can anyone think of a reason why I shouldn't power it up right now? So I want to power it up just to make sure that everything is functioning in terms of like, if it's gonna fry, I'd rather it fry now with nothing else hooked up but the Kraken. I don't want it to fry and take out the tool head board and everything else, because right now the tool head board isn't plugged in. It's the cable's under here dangling. So we gotta find somewhere where I can plug that cable in. Okay, so I believe it's off. Plug it in. I don't like the fact that you can touch these. I'm gonna wrap these with like tape or something because I don't like the fact that the leads are exposed there. Okay. This is flammable as fuck. Just double checking chat. Okay. I mean, if it's gonna fry, at least get good content out of it. Okay. Contact. Oh. Okay. That all lights up, so that's good. And I think the filament runout sensor will beep until it has filament in it. There we go. So then when it runs out, it goes, ah, I'm out of filament. Num, 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 filament. Ah, I'm out of filament. Num, 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 filament. Okay, we're good there. There we go. Okay. We're good. We're good. Sweet. Okay, power that off. By the way, the caps are big. This has big caps. See how long that light stays on for. You can turn it off now. Any minute now. Come on. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna leave that. Okay, we're gonna go back to the other side because we are going to program our Big Tree Tech Pi2. It's getting a little dimmer, I think. Kraken has big caps. Kraken has caps. Look at these caps. They do be capping. For real, for real. No bussin'. So fetch. So fetch. Okay. Don't touch the caps, man. So yeah, the plan is if it fits, shoot, I gotta check. We gotta do some Prusa Core 1L. How big is the Core 1L in terms of Z height? Specs. Printer dimension. Height is 25 inches. Where is my Core 1 gonna live? Where's my tape measure? Do I have a tape measure? So this is 24 inches. It's not gonna fit there, shit. Will it fit down here? Okay, it'll fit here. So the Core 1's gonna live here. Core 1L is gonna live here. This V2 is gonna move into the middle. Okay. And then move to the far side, and then tall boy will be in the middle or something. Yeah. So it's not gonna fit up top here. So you get to live, Mark IV enclosure. You get to live. Okay, so our next thing is this guy. This? No. I printed so many. I had to go through. I'm actually kind of happy. The EBB36 Gen 2. I only took me 2 revisions to get a mount that actually worked. Room here, so I don't need you anymore. You can move down here. Garbage. I was originally going to do in the back, instead of doing the swing arm, I was going to do like a PG7 type thing or a pug. But I went with the swing arm because I like the look of it. So I now have all this stuff I can throw out. Who's Barb? It's Spooky Vision. I cannot believe how many youngins in my class right now do not know what Spooky Vision is. You uncultured masses. You uncultured masses. How are you not aware of Spooky Vision? Okay, that should be clean enough. Okay, so this is the controller we're using. It's the Big Tree Tech Pi2. It's basically their equivalent of a Raspberry Pi. Worst case scenario, I do not use this and I just use a Raspberry Pi 4 that I have. But Big Tree Tech was kind enough to send this to me, so I'm going to use it. It's got eMMC memory on it. It can take an M.2, but we're going to use the built-in eMMC, so hopefully it's more reliable than a SD card. Also, you can power it with 24 volts, so that's nice. Also, the screen itself plugs in because it's got like the stupid micro HDMI, but I think the Pi 4 or 5 has a stupid micro HDMI as well. So we got that. So BTT Pi 2. There's a whole wiki here we got to follow to set this up because we're going to be flashing this thing. So hopefully, if all goes well, we're gonna flash this, and then tomorrow I'm gonna crawl under the printer, install this and this, so you guys don't need to watch me lying around on my back tomorrow on the stream at night. So that means hopefully, if all goes well tomorrow, we'll be able to go right into firmware shenanigans. Oh, and the screen, if you're wondering where the screen's gonna go, I'm probably gonna mount it like here on the side. Because I don't want it in front. I want it like kind of out of the way. So I'm just gonna mount it like here, I think. Or heck, even up top maybe, I don't know. It's HDMI, so it's only gotta run from like there to there, so. How long are the cables? How long are the cables that they give me? Micro and mini HDMI. I know. I'm surprised, like, with the prevalence of DisplayPort now with graphics cards, like most graphics cards now have like one HDMI port and the rest are DisplayPort, right? It's like in the days when everything was like, you'd have all HDMI and then one DVI port, right? So this is nice because it comes with the 90-degree connector, and they do give you the cable that's big to small. Like, I do get the concept. The stock HDMI port is big. And if you're putting it on like a small PCB, like or a camera or something, I do get it. I do get it. How far does this reach? Okay, so this is going to be mounted underneath. I'll probably put the Pi like right here in the middle, but underneath somewhere. We'll see. As this mounts like that. And then the USPO. They do give you an adapter though. They do give you an adapter, which is nice. So they do give you 90-degree things. You could always just use full-size stuff if you want. So it's gonna mount like this, and then these will just run underneath the printer. Okay, so that's a screen. But this is what we're focused on right now. It's this guy. So say hello to the Pi2. It uses a quad-core RK3566. Blah 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. What is this? Mic in. I could put a mic in. What am I going to use a mic for? Remote IR. This thing has an IR blaster? It has an IR blaster. It's also got a screen connector, a camera connector, eMMC in. Yeah. I don't know where the eMMC is on here, but it does have eMMC. So yeah. Install Gen 2. We're going to install whatever they tell me to install, and then we're going to put CHOW on it, and then we're going to install Calico. So, but this is what I really like. It can take 12 to 24 volts in or 5 volts over USB. I think the pinout's the same as the Raspberry Pi pinout. USB power, I don't need to worry about that. It's got SPDIF. What is SPDIF? What is SPDIF? It's got SPDIF. What is SPDIF? It sounds familiar. Sony Philips digital interface. Okay. That's cool. So the default position is off, which means the eMMC can be used normally. If you do not wish to boot from eMMC, switch the eMMC position on. Okay, so we want to use the eMMC. So it is off. Okay, so that is off. On the go key. To ensure on the go mode, switch the key to the on position. Note the black USB. So I don't need on the go. That should be off. Right? I shouldn't need OTG, right? On the go, I don't need. So I can disable this. Where's my little... So I don't need on the go, so we'll turn that off. Okay. What is on the go anyways? That's like, that allows you to use like the USB in as a hub too or something. I don't need it, so I'm turning it off. Okay, mic in, don't need to worry about that. DSI for a screen, CSI for a camera. Okay, flashing the system, download the system image. Okay. So we need, without OBCO, I think we're gonna go with clipper kernel. Oh, okay. We're gonna go with minimal, I think, because I don't want to install Obico or anything like, or clipper. Because we're gonna be doing Calico, so we're gonna go with the minimal kernel, I think. And then I'll put CHOW on it, and then we'll install everything normally. That sounds good, right? We'll do it this way. We'll install CHOW. We'll put Beacon on it. We'll build our own instead of putting a pre-made image on it and then having to remove and swap around stuff, because we're not running Clipper, we're running Calico on this. Okay. The Core 1L is 3,700 Australian. But also, like, let's be honest, everything to Australia is expensive, isn't it? Like, how much is it Canadian? How much is it Canadian? Let's do a little looky look. Core 1L. So we'll go with no extra sheet and no extra filter. Okay, add to cart. Proceed to checkout. Okay, I'm in Canada. Let me throw in, this is a PO box postal code. This isn't my actual postal code. Ontario. Hoping I don't dox myself. Okay, so FedEx. That's not, oh wait, this is back to shop. Canadian. There we go. So, NOR 1AO, Ontario, Canada, FedEx to Canada. So yeah, 2,800 Canadian. Oof! It's the shipping. It's the shipping. That's the problem. And for my fellow Canadians, they know. They know. In the US, you have the advantage of ordering from printed solid. So you're saving on the shipping, and the taxes and duties are already paid for. Does Printed Solid have the Core 1 on their website? I don't think so yet. Yeah, I think these are the only ones they have in stock right now. In stock, yeah. They don't have the Core 1 on their website? Oh, that's weird. Anyways, but yeah, it's the shipping. It's the shipping that sucks, and taxes and duties and everything. Like, it's $17.99 US, that's tariffs and duties included. Okay, so you pay the $17.99, you pay shipping, and that's what you pay. No random taxes that, you know, happen while you're shipping. That's one of the reasons they increase their prices. They didn't really increase their prices, they just rolled it all together. Instead of you like buying it for $9.99, and then you pay an extra $250 for shipping, and then it shows up on the door, and they're like, yeah, you also owe us another $250 for duties and tariffs and shit. And you're like, I didn't expect that. Well, now it's all rolled in. So. Okay, so write system. Okay, so we're not doing the micro SD card. Writing system on the, okay, so we need this. Using the Arcade Dev Tool. Download and unzip the Arcade Dev Tool from the GitHub repository. Do not insert a micro SD card. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, while I'm getting this all set up, don't forget, every stream we give away a spool of POLYMAKER filament. Link in the video description. Enter for your chance. While you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button, ring the bell, subscribe if you're not subscribed. And if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool, gifting memberships to others. Okay. Okay, so it's root and root are our login. Okay. Do not insert. As shown on the diagram below, toggle the USB switch to the on position. On this position, the USB OTG port is connected to a Type-C port. Okay, so I do have to put it back to on. Okay, so go here. Switch that to on. Okay. Set the USB switch to the off position. Okay, so that's off and that's on. Okay, just double check. Yeah, okay, so that's that. I'm gonna need a USB cable here. This is a short one. Where is my hub? Here's my USB hub. So plug that in. Hold down the recovery button, then connect the Raspberry Pi to the cable. Power on after 3 seconds. Install the driver. Okay, so let me open that arcade dev thing. Downloads. Actually, we will just put that there for now. Okay. So, hold down the recovery button. Then connect the Pi2 to the computer using a Type-C cable. Power on after 3 seconds, release the button. Okay, so let's plug this in here. Okay, so hold the button. Hold the button. Again, 1, 2, 3. I heard a doo-doo. Okay. Install the driver. In Device Manager, if you see unknown device, indicates the computer is missing the driver. Let's go Device Manager. So that is all Chinese. Where's USB? I don't see any unknown devices. We might be okay. We might be good. I think we're okay. Although I'm not seeing anything on the screen, so I'm a little worried. Okay, open the driver assistant tool and click uninstall driver, then click install driver. Okay, so driver install. Uninstall driver. Install driver. Install. Okay. Driver install. Okay. Okay. After the installation period, hold down the recovery button, replug the Type-C cable. Should see a rock sub. Okay, so uninstall. Oh, I didn't hold down the recovery button while I unplugged it. Oh well. Under the name, I don't see Blast for Rock USB devices. I do not see that anywhere. Okay, let me try this again. Okay, so uninstall. Yes. Uninstall driver. Okay. Install driver. Okay. Close that. After the installation, hold down the recovery button. Replug the Type-C. So that means, does that mean hold recovery, unplug it, let go of the button, plug it back in? Try that. So hold recovery, unplug, let go of recovery, plug back in. Manager. I do not see a rock sub thing. Well, okay, open the arcade dev software. Hopefully we're good. Okay. Okay, dev tools. Oh shit. Run anyways. Okay. So open the arcade dev. Oh my god. The parameters in the software are set by default. Normally, you only need to set the actual path of the image system. The parameters in your software do not match the image. Adjust them to match. Okay. So, show you a bunch of. So, where is 4? Four is this. Okay, so I need to change. Okay, give me. Yeah. Okay. That looks correct. No devices found. Okay, so good. No devices found. Okay, let's try the whole plug it into the back of the computer trick, because I know I've had issues with this hub before. So let's try that. Let's try this. So hold down the button. Plug it in. Let go of the button. Oh, it made noises. It made noises. It made noises. No device found. Okay. Press the button, then while holding it, unplug and plug it in. Well, I did it the first time. So let's try the driver thing again. Uninstall driver. Install driver. Okay. And then what is it? Unplug, press the button, then while holding it, unplug and plug the device. Okay, so press button, hold it, unplug, plug in. Okay. Hopefully this is actual USB data cable. Hold button. Okay, unplug, plug back in, release button. Oh, we have so much fun with USB, don't we? Device manager. Yeah. No devices found. Yeah, I did wait 3 seconds before letting go. One, two. Let me try a different USB cable. Let me try a different USB cable. Do I have any more USB? I mean, I've got this. Try this one. Let's try this one. Okay, let's try this. So, hold that, unplug. Okay. Go. Plug in. Still holding it. Plug in. Let go. Let's see if this works. This is super annoying. Still saying no devices found. What is going on here? Device manager. I think we had the same problem last time we tried, because I've tried playing with one of these before. And it's always been a bit of a mess getting these things working. And I don't know why it's always a mess. That might be a power USB cable as well. Like, it might not. Yeah, we'll try this one. This looks like a proper USB cable. Okay. So, hold button, unplug. I'm gonna try to plug in the cable. Okay, I'm still holding the button. Plug in. 1, 2, 3. Let go. It goes doo-doo, doo-doo. So it is making a positive USB noise. It is making a positive USB noise. It's just... We're trying to get the... No device is found. It is not... Yeah, we're trying to flash the Pi2. Okay, so that's that. So we flashed that. Okay. After installation, hold down the recovery button. Unplug the Type-C cable. Device manager should now recognize. So when I plug it back in after unplugging it, do I still need to hold the recovery? Because it's like after installation is complete, hold down recovery button. Replug the C cable. Okay, so I unplug it. Hold the button, plug it back in. This is annoying. If it's running Windows... Yeah, I'm hearing Windows sound. Like, the fact that I'm not... The fact you can't search. Can you search this? This is so annoying you can't search. COM ports. Like, I see 2 USB. I see USB hubs. USB port. I'll try a different USB port. Okay. So, hold down recovery, unplug, plug back in, let go of recovery. Hold down recovery, unplug, holding down recovery, plug back in. Let go. Oh, I see a green light. I see a blue light. Maybe that USB port just didn't have enough power or something. Because I was using a USB 2.0 port. Now I'm using USB 3. There it is. There it is. Okay. So the USB port I worked didn't want to work. Now we're trying a different one. It's working. Okay. Dev tool, found one MAXCOM device. Okay, cool. So that minimum kernel, that eMMC, click that loader system, write by address, click that. Found one MAXCOM device. I'm assuming that's it. See, this one says found one loader device. Mine says mask ROM. I'm assuming that is fine. And that should be a bunch of zeros, yeah. Find the path, open RK Dev tool, or a mask room device. Okay, so we're good there. Select the system to be running. Must be unzipped as an image beforehand. Oh. No, that's an... Oh, wait, no, it doesn't... Okay. Extract all. This is so much fun. Who's having fun? I'm having fun. Okay. There we go. Okay. Select the system you're running, check write by address, click run. Download image, okay. Okay. Run. Download boot start. And now we wait. Fun times. Look at the alpaca. Look at the alpaca. They're so cute. Shane is too. But look how cute that alpaca is. So I figured out the difference. Alpacas are shorter. Alpacas and llamas look the same, just llamas are like this tall and alpacas are like this tall. There's a height difference. That's the difference. So that's how you can tell the difference. Alpacas are like this tall. Llamas are about this tall. Oh, downloading image failed. Okay, I'm hearing the USB port go do-do-do-do. So let me try a different USB cable. Maybe this USB cable is being buggy. So I'm hearing it go do-do-do-do. So I'm gonna use this really Gucci USB cable I use for powering stuff, because this will do 100 watts of power. So I'm assuming it'll do data too. Okay, so plug you in. Back here, cable. Oh, dang it, I dropped the cable. Okay, so that's just a power cable. So that won't work for data. Shite. Okay. Maybe I gotta go through and throw out a bunch of USB cables. I am starting to get a little miffed on how sketchy some of these USB cables are that I'm using. There we go. Try this now. That. Switch that. MSC. Okay, cool. Run. Why is it showing MSC? What is going on now? I tried using a different USB cable. Don't tell me I freaking borked it already. Like, this is so annoying. This is so annoying. Because I have to walk around the computer every time to flip and do this. I just want to flash it. Okay, uncover that. Okay, you know what? Skip that cable. We're going to try this cable here. This cable is still all wrapped up. It's nice and fresh. Covered on a little bit of dust. Plug that in. Okay. Hold recovery. Plug in. 1, 2, 3, let go. Yes, I know that's a slow 3 seconds. Okay. It's showing MSC device. Why is it showing MSC device? Run. Why is it showing MSC device? Install driver. Install driver. Okay. Close that. Unplug it. Plug it back in. Every time I walk by here, there's this giant pile of filament. Unplug. Go. It's getting really annoying. I'm hoping I didn't fry it, like, because it failed. Ah, shoot. Because it failed during the install, so I'm hoping it didn't, like, put it in, like, a shitty... Yeah, it's just saying MSC device. What does MSC device mean? Like, what does MSC device mean? I mean, I could flash the... What's going on here? Loader system. Run. Clear? What is going on here? Why is it showing as an MSC device? Like... What does that mean? What does it mean, Basil? Okay. Try a different USB port. 2, 3. Let go. I am so confused. And it's still showing up as an MSV. And see, it's showing up as a boot device. And I don't know why it's showing up as a boot device. It like partially wrote it. So how do I... Oh, do I have to like... Erasing it when... Okay. This is why. As a loader module. Okay. Okay, open that. Find the password. Advanced functions. Erase all. No, because it started writing to it and then it failed, but now it's written, so. Open Arcade Dev Tool, erase all. Advanced functions. What's going on here? Erase all. Oh, EMMC. There you go. Erase all. It only shows EMMC. What is going on? Okay, what's going on? Using UMS. Okay, when using a micro SD card as a system card instead, it's best to erase it down on the EMMC to prevent the motherboard from booting from a boot mistake. Okay. It's already been written in the computer, will recognize it as a, okay. Refer to steps in 4.3 to connect the motherboard to the computer. Computer recognize it as a UMS. Install SD card formatter to software to format UMS device for EMMCs. Please do not directly use the formatting function provided in Windows. Okay, so we do this. Downloads. Oh my God, where is this? Okay. Windows. For Windows. Just download the damn thing, except extract all. Extract all. English. I did hold recovery when I plugged it back in. I did hold recovery when I plugged it back in. Launch program, yeah. Okay, so boot. So we're gonna do a quick format, I guess. Format. Okay. So now I'm going to unplug it. I'm going to hold recovery, unplug it, plug it back in, and see what we get. So hold recovery, unplug it from the computer, still holding recovery, plug it back in. 1, 2, 3, let go of recovery. Okay. Arcade Dev Tools. Mask ROM. It's back to being a mask ROM. Okay. That's that. Run. So hopefully we get further than 26% this time. Yeah, so because it partially flashed to the eMMC, it was now no longer viewing it as a boot, something to like write to. It was like, oh, there's an OS here. Why, what's going on? What's going on? So 37%, woo! Look at it go. 55. 55. We're going to 55%. 51. 52. 53. Oh, wow. The video is doing 1 out of 10. Frick yeah. That's good. Or it's kind of funny. It's like, hey, the video I put out today is doing 1 out of 10. Wait a minute. That's okay because the past like 10 videos I've done have sucked. Comments. What are the comments? Let's sort by newest. Let's see what's new. This is better, not ideal, but not tiny. You can see the bar where the index system will be attached. Exciting. Why 2 roads? Why not 2 rails? Because the rods are fine on the Y. On most printers, like up to a certain size, like for the Y, you use rods because they're cheaper and they're easier to work. Like the rods to rails on the Y on most printers, you're not going to see much of a difference, and rods are cheaper and easier to work with. So, okay, let's see. Download image, okay. Okay, so go here. After writing is okay. After toggle that, okay. So click run. Download image, okay. Indicates the system has been successfully burned. Shit's on fire, yo. Download image, okay. After writing is complete, toggle the USB on-the-go switch to the off position to boot normally. Note, files on the eMMC cannot be accessed by the computer like those on a micro SD card, so you cannot modify the system.cfg configuration file to set up the Wi-Fi network. Instead, use an Ethernet cable or USB to UART connection to configure the terminal. Oh, I see what it means. So I got to plug it in via Ethernet and then SSH in and then set up the Wi-Fi. Okay. As shown in the figure, toggle the EMM switch to opposite. Okay, so I can take this off. So I can unplug it. I think I have Ethernet over here. Do I have an Ethernet over here I can steal? Yes, I do. Okay, so yeah. Ethernet. Unplug you. Okay. Let me get the power cable because I just want to check and make sure that we could talk to it before I do the giveaway. We got to do the giveaway. I know we got to do the giveaway. Enter for your chance to do the giveaway. Okay, so we got power. Okay, so Ethernet is in. Oh, turn off the USB on the go. Turn it off. Power it up. This cable can't do that. This is one of those crazy smart USB cables that likes to not work in there. So I'm gonna grab another USB cable. Dang it! You. Okay. So while we're doing that, let's do the giveaway because I gotta wait for that to boot. I don't know how long it's gonna take to boot. So plug you in here. And I need another. My lights just flickered. That's not good. Are you USB? What are you? Oh, you're not. Where are all my USB cables? What the hell? What the heck is going on here? What the heck is going on here? What a mess. There's the fancy 90-degree one. Oh, you're also full-size USB. Dang it. I need C to C. You're full-size USB too. I need C to C. C. I need a C to C cable for my CC. C to C. C to C. C to C? C to C. That's not C to C. I don't know where I have CCC. Are you a C to C? No, you're not a C to C. Yeah, whatever. Let's just SSH into it and call it a day. Let's just SSH into it and call it a day, set up the Wi-Fi, and then I'll call it. System info. Where are you? Shop PC, Mirthful Bobcat, Big Tree Tech CB2. Copy that. Okay. So copy that. CMD. SSH. Root at, boom. Yes. Create roost password. Choose system bash shell. I'm assuming bash. I'm assuming bash. We use bash. I'm assuming bash. I'm assuming bash. That is the most common thing, right? Okay, bash. Create a new user. Provide a username. XL. Create user XL password. Please provide your real name. XL. Dear XL, your account XL has been created pseudo enabled. Please use this account. Selected Toronto. Set your... Yes. Please locate your time zone. We are... what? Well, it says Toronto. Where is EST? Which one is EST? I'm just gonna do 6. Skip it. Skip it. I'll fix it later. Okay. How do I set up the Wi-Fi? Wait, am I already on Wi-Fi? How could it be on Wi-Fi? How does it show me a WAN? Oh no. That's not a locale, it's a time zone. Oh well, I don't think it matters. Does it matter? It's a public Wi-Fi. Okay, so how do I set up the Wi-Fi? What's the well, it's not Raspberry config. Wait, is that like my public, like public? Okay, so how do I set up the Wi-Fi? How do I set up the Wi-Fi on this? Doesn't matter. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Okay, doesn't matter. ARMBN config. ARM config. Installing script. Loading software helpers. We got to do this giveaway soon. Shit. I got to do the giveaway. I'm trying to get this set up because I want to at least make sure it's working before we get too far. Okay, whatever. Let's do the giveaway. Let's do the giveaway. Let's do the giveaway. Let's do the giveaway. Did you enter? I hope you entered. If you didn't enter, you'll have another chance tomorrow. Save. Okay. So link to sheets. Create. Names. Delete. Control V. File. Save. Okay, so system. Oh, okay. Let me do this off stream. Network. Basic network setup. Advanced. Okay, basic network setup. It really loves FlashNet. Okay, wireless LAN. There we go. Configure. Okay. No such file directory, no such file directory. What? Okay. I think we're good. Wireless LAN. Okay, let me see here. Wireless LAN, unassigned. Configure. What is going on here? Okay, so I select a network. Okay. Put the password in. Okay, hit enter. Which one do I do? DCH auto assign. Valid format. Sure. It's saying can't read. What is going on here? Okay, we're good. There's the Wi-Fi. Okay. Cancel. Okay, cool. Let's do the giveaway. Exit. Okay. Let's do the giveaway. Marbles on stream. There we go. Okay, giveaway time. Remember, if you win, you get a spool of filament from POLYMAKER. I gotta do this quick. Random bots. Oh, wait, I gotta add the bots. Add bots. Clear. Clear. Open. Names. 210 people. Finished. Random. Bots. 210. Go! If you win, you get a spool of filament from POLYMAKER. If, come on, come on, come on. Oh, we haven't done this map before. Cool. If I pick your ball and you win, you also get a free hat. This one right here on the edge. Who's that? Arn Flynn. If you win, you get a free hat. Everyone else, good luck. Exclamation mark zoom zoom makes your ball go faster. Exclamation mark gullible makes everyone else go slower. So now I should be able to unplug this. Do I have a C2C USB cable? I gotta have a C2C somewhere. Gotta be a C2C somewhere. I mean, I have some inside. Who's in first? Who's in first? We're gonna follow first. There we go. Nope. Who won? Madeline Makes. Congratulations, Madeline Makes. You have won yourself a spool of filament from POLYMAKER. Madeline Makes. Congratulations. You'll get an email from me after the stream ends. The information on how to collect your filament from POLYMAKER. Woo! Golf claps in chat. Okay. So I gotta call it there because I gotta run and go pick up my little guy from school. I ran long. Fun stream today. Tomorrow, I'll turn off Spooky Vision. Spooky Vision's over. But tomorrow, if all goes well, we may have the big guy moving. If all goes well, we may have the big guy moving tomorrow. We shall see. I still have to do a bunch of stuff to... we have to install the Pi. We got to install this guy. We still have stuff to do, but if all goes well, we should be at least moving tomorrow. We do have to make a config from scratch. I do have the old config backed up, so we can borrow what we need to borrow for like the bed stuff and whatnot, because again, 4 beds. But we're gonna have a whole new tool head. There's gonna be a bunch of stuff we gotta do. So tomorrow's stream will be smoke 'em if you got 'em, relax. We'll have some tunes playing and we'll do some configuration stuff. And hopefully we can get it moving, because if all goes well, I just got an email here from Prusa. The printer should show up hopefully in time for an unboxing stream Tuesday. Okay, we gotta call it there. I gotta run. Enjoy your Halloween, everyone. Be safe out there. All that stuff. Shout out to POLYMAKER for the spool of film we gave away this stream and every stream. Shout out to Big Tree Tech for the hardware that we're using for the upgrade series on the Venture XL. For those that donate to the channel, gift the memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. Would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. And hey, if you want to buy a Prusa Core 1L, check out the affiliate link in the video description below. It's not going to cost you anything extra. Prusa does have a Black Friday sale on right now for other stuff other than the X or the L, and it's going to help support the channel. Cool. Okay, gotta go. Bye. Enjoy your Halloween. I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.